Hello, hello, and welcome back as I grab my pick and shovel and get ready to return to the salt mine in Perfidious. Pete plays XCOM, The Long War 2. We got Nuosu and Masango cracking rocks here, and it seems appropriate because this episode, well, yeah, we're going back to the salt mine. This one, it's gonna suck. And it's gonna suck for several reasons. One, of course, and probably foremost, being that they all suck. That's sort of the way we do this. Two, I'm sick and I'm doped up on just about every single form of cold medicine known to man. Like, in all reality, probably an unhealthy amount of conflicting cold remedies are coursing through my veins at the moment. I guarantee that taking some of the stuff that I'm on in conjunction is definitely counterindicated by the directions, but you know what? I'm sick enough to just not give a shit at this point. I'd tongue-kiss Donald Trump right now if somebody's grandmother once said, oh, you know, kissing Donald Trump will good for what ails you. I'd give it a shot. I really would. And third, and most importantly, probably, it's because I actually had fun last mission, which is always troublesome when you have fun on a mission in Long War 2, because it's the thing that happens the least. Last mission was good. It was dynamic. It was engaging. We got to take a team in for a change. Like an actual team of people. And they were able to move, fight, and use some abilities and not forced to spend the entire mission camping for no reason whatsoever that's discernible. In short, last mission was everything that made Vanilla Deuce sort of a fun experience, and everything that Long War 2 typically is not, and everything that it really should strive to be more often. But the problem then, it seems like, Pete, you seem like you're enthused about the last mission. It was good. Why is it a thing to be mad about? Well, now that we've picked up Dr. Soul Mizraki here, who, by the way, spends his off time designing some of the world's most killer threads, or maybe he's Isaac's, maybe this is Isaac's sibling? It's Isaac's brother. This is Soul Mizraki, who disdained the world of haute couture and high fashion to go bust his back in a laborious environment where he's going to be immediately sentenced to grabbing a pick and a shovel and getting his ass down here and doing some work. I'm sorry, Isaac, I've imprisoned your brother in my subterranean salt mine, and now he mines materials for the good of humanity. What was I talking about before we got interrupted by Isaac Mizrahi's brother? Oh, right. This mission. Okay, so the reason it's gonna suck, then, it's gonna be like that first day back to work after you've just spent a week's vacation in Barbados. That's what this one's coming down to. Instead of feeling like relaxed and refreshed after some much-needed time away, every second that you're back for that first couple days just reminds you of how much of a bitter grind it's gonna be before you can get a shot at another thing that you can enjoy. And that's what we've got going on here. Also, learned something here. It was doing a bit of research, got a tip from one of our commenters here. Turns out, now that we have a region that's liberated, missions never pop up here, so having anyone on intel is completely pointless. So what we're gonna do is just flip everybody except for 2 people to supply, and we're gonna put the other 2 people on recruiting to try and get ourselves some more people in here. And in addition, just get ourselves some more freaking supplies, which we sort of desperately need. East Africa, how you looking up here? It's been a while since we've messed. Oh, you have like 8 trillion people in hiding, probably because they're all faceless, I'm gonna guess. So let's convert this a little bit as well. I've been sort of badly managing this. Admittedly, I'm not that ashamed of it, because again, I don't really want to put all these faceless on Intel. I know they are in fact faceless, but man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Got Eastern Africa taken care of. Then West Africa, how you looking? How you doing? You have 1 person in hiding. Probably 8 trillion faceless as well. You know what? Yeah, this is okay. Let's put you on intel. See if we can get 1 more. We haven't necessarily fully given up on our opportunities to liberate Western Africa, but at this point, we're also sort of not really trying that hard. We were making contact in Eastern Europe. It seems like that's probably what we should just get back to doing while we wait for the Upright Citizens Brigade, i.e. Jerry Seinfeld, to finish his infiltration. He's on a one-man project, because look, the Avatar project is booking right along there. We got to get all the way over to the New Arctic in order to thwart that. We got a long ways to go and a short time to get there.
Can only further our advances, Commander.
I saw Lee Mack has recovered from his wounds. That's nice. Shredder rounds. Real interesting.
Really shows you how much they care.
Yeah, shows us how much they care. More importantly, I realize, having done this, that we did just pick up our third engineer, which unlocked something very, very important for us. I don't want to do a berserker autopsy. The faceless autopsy is very tempting, but at 10 days... Maybe when we pick up another scientist, we finally fling ourselves at mag weapons. I really want to get those started. We really just need something to, like, sort of fill the interim. Unfortunately, I think what we're going to have to do is start cranking on a bunch of these advent data pads that we have, because we're going to need so much freaking intel in the near future, it's going to be not even funny.
Just give the word and I'll get started, Commander.
Well, good, Lily. Here's the thing. I want to look at plasma grenades. Yeah, so 1 muton corpse, 100 supplies, which we do have... 20 alloys, 20 Elerium crystals, also both of which we have in an Elerium core. 11 days. Yeah, we're gonna begin on this. In fact, we're gonna go grab what's his nuts here. Isaac Mizrahi, your brother, well, Sol Mizrahi rather. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you Isaac. Isaac would make us a fashionable like holder for those grenades, not the grenades themselves. This is how you and your brother work together to get things done. He comes up with the fashion inspired grenade holder, you got to come up with the amazing product to put inside of it. 6 days to plasma grenades, I'm desperate for. And again, if you notice my mic dropping out from time to time, that's just me, you know, muting stuff while I cough, hack, and otherwise wheeze my way through this episode. Okay, Sergeant David Blaze Mitchell has picked up Ever Vigilant. That's really good. We also need to find somebody to replace old David Mitchell here, or rather, not replace him, because who can replace David Mitchell in the hearts and minds of people everywhere? What we need to do is get somebody else in the AWC, though, so we can start getting them some new abilities. Lee Mack, you just got out of the dumper. What do you got here? Resilience is not terrible. Salvo is pretty good. Gunslinger is garbage, though. Lee Mack with Salvo is a combination that I don't hate. Let's see what else we can do, though. Whoopi Goldgood, pick up Lone Wolf, which is garbage. Resilience, return fire, man, also crap. Roastmaster, what do you got? Dead shot? I mean, alright. I like Guardian. I would love to get Guardian on one of our troopers who isn't going to always be carrying a submachine gun. Damn good ground, locked on, and gunslinger. None of those are fantastic. Although locked on in a long run, once we get rapid fire, might potentially be useful. Patton Oswalt, close and personal. Bonus critical against adjacent targets. Not terrible. Fanfire's garbage. Will to survive. I mean, it gives you +5 willpower. Not that that's useful. I'd really rather have something that gives you, like, +5 happing. What's happing? +5 happing. It's like fapping, except you do it with the back of your hand. Face off is garbage. Infighter is trash. Shadow Strike is not useful for Bob because he's never going to be launching. He's never going to be the guy who pops us an assault. You know what? I think it's maybe time we try this flesh thing out. We've been flirting with the idea for a while. I think Paula Poundstone with the ability to move and stab a bitch is probably a solid investment of our time. Let's get that working. Really what we need right now is just some supplies. Extremely light, rescue a VIP from an important prison cell. Jerry Seinfeld, he's going in. We got this. Jerry? What's the deal with sending me in all alone, Pete? How am I supposed to get through this mission without George, Elaine, maybe even that wacky cat Kramer? What if I need someone to storm into a room like an asshole and shake his head and then embarrass everyone with a hurled stream of racial obscenities, Pete? I mean, nothing will get attention away from a jailbreak like a Michael Richards-infused racially hateful diatribe. You know, Jerry, I wish I had an answer for that question, but sadly, I don't. So we're going to Security Precinct Kano. Is this where they keep the Mortal Kombat people on lockdown when they're not off doing Mortal Kombats? Is that they keep them in Security Precinct Kano? I'm assuming they captured Kano first, just because they named it after him, because he was the first one captured. They captured Kano first, because he was clearly the shittiest Mortal Kombat fighter. What was his magic power? He had a metal eye? That's all you got, huh? Melina could swallow a man whole. Scorpion is literally an undead monstrosity made of hellfire. Sub-Zero can control the molecular temperature of any substance, creating ice at will. Baraka is some kind of monster with Wolverine knives in his hands. What do you got, Kano? A cybernetic eye? I mean, shit, Jax was more special than you because he had a cyber arm. And I'll even give Sonya Blade the fact of being more magical than you because she was just a girl. That was her whole power. Her whole bit was, I get by on Hutzpah and Moxie. She was the squirrel girl of the Mortal Kombat realm. So starting on this rooftop really sucks a lot. All right, Jerry, we're going to bring you around here. So we got 18... Wait, we have 18 turns to extract all of these guys? Why do we have such a huge turn timer? Why is this 18 turn... Oh, okay. Because the 1.3 update happened, which means we're probably totally fucked. Right. Okay, so there is something here, but that something could just be a potted plant? Well, I can't... wait, no. Okay, that something is, in fact... It's actually not a potted plant. It's part of the building. We're doing our thing where we always go and scan for, like, hidden enemies that we like are in tiles where we shouldn't normally be able to see. Making sure we don't accidentally stumble into something. Why is this move giving us away, though? Like, if we go over here, why does this reveal us? I'm not sure, and because of my uncertainty, you know what? I think that makes it a bad plan. Instead, let's just move Seinfeld to here where we're unlikely to accidentally walk into an ambush. The other thing is, since apparently the 1.3 update happened since the last time I played, and it's been like a week, I think, since the last time I played, one thing we have to be aware of is that Ghost Walker is going to get us we're going to get so much less utility out of it now. That is just a two-man pod, huh? Interesting. I hear a stomping robotic death machine somewhere over in that vicinity. Gotta say, not a fan. Alright, Jerry. So we can see the ground, and unless there are people, like civilians, in these tiles that we might wind up stomping on. Doesn't look like it, so I guess we're okay. Alright then.
That's affirmative.
Roll out here, Si. Yeah, I'm really confused by this 18 turn timer. I'm also really confused by... What's with all the tiny little two-man pods? So it looks like they've changed pod distribution now to make enemies more numerous, but also somewhat less threatening, I guess, is the paradigm. We're looking for a way to get in this building without getting spotted. That's what we need. We have no idea where these guys are going to patrol. So, Pete, why are you confused here? Why don't you just Ghost Walk your way past? Well, Ghost Walker got nerfed in that it reduces the detection tiles by considerably less than it used to. We need a way in this building that doesn't also get us busted. Admittedly, I'm struggling here because I'm at a bit of a loss. I don't hate the idea of being in this tile, but that gives us the opportunity to maybe be pinned down from two different directions. I think the smarter play is to just come over here, and if we have to, we can go all the way around. We really need to know where some of these guys are going to patrol before we can make a move. Those guys aren't patrolling at all. Which means getting up here is going to be monumentally difficult. Okay, we're going to need to find another way in this building. So what if we... Well, hell, let's just go around back. Pete, what's the deal with making Jerry Seinfeld a backdoor man? Oh, never mind, Pete. You know what? Jerry was always a backdoor man. Just ask that Elaine. Why do you think she broke up with me on the show? The constant need for anal sex, Pete. This is a little risky. Is that like a building or a plant? That's part of the building, not a person.
Position confirmed.
Oh, if those guys are patrolling now, I'm going to be real salty. If they start patrolling after having stood still for this long, I'm going to be a little angry.
On my way.
So we're almost in. Seinfeld comes to here. Seinfeld opens the door. Seinfeld looks inside and says, oh good, it's completely festooned with enemies. And then Seinfeld runs over here and looks for another way in a building. Possibly like this door or possibly the rooftop. Those guys are patrolling, but it looks like they're patrolling in a, for us at least, very poor direction. So if we come here, open this door. Now what do we got? What we got now is unfettered access. That's what we got. But we don't know where those two guys went. Is this corner cover? Oh, there, okay. I thought there was... This is actually perfect. For a second, I thought they had... This was an opening and that those guys could patrol around the corner and theoretically patrol right into us, but that is, in fact, not the case. We are in a locked room here. So, since we are in a locked room, now is the time for us to go for this dank hack. And then we're going to bust our scientist out of here and make a run for it, and hopefully Advent will be none the wiser. Okay, door unlocked. Beautiful. Scientist should now be under our possession. Scientist is under our possession. Jerry is revealed. Yeah, Bradford, do you mind? I would like control of my dude back here. Okay, so Scientist, can you make it to this door in a single move? You're like one tile short. God damn you. Okay, evac zone is here. So what we want to do is try and get our Scientist as close as possible without spawning anything. Really, what I'd love to do is just come over here and shut this fucking door. What are the odds Seinfeld spots someone in this tile? If we can get Seinfeld to here and he doesn't spot anything... Are there windows on this wall? No, I mean, this should be pretty safe. If we get Seinfeld to here and he doesn't activate a pod, which he didn't... I'm not sure if there's anybody on the street. You know what? I think we go brazen here. I think we get brassy, sassy. I think we go for the real humdinger. Let's have the Scientist double move and just hope that there's nobody on the street. I think we've got a better than average chance of this working. Alright, we did it. Alright, so Jill the Scientist, can you, nope. Not fast enough. This is almost certainly going to spawn a pod. Seinfeld, you are quick enough, right? Yes, Jerry is. So here's what we're going to do. Seinfeld, you go to here. Let's see if we activate any enemies. Yep, okay. Jig's up. Oh, good. And they're behind us as well. Perfect. And almost certainly one of those guys is going to itchy trigger tentacle their way onto Overwatch. Nope. So what we got to do now is figure out a way to keep our little Scientist friend from getting murdered. Well, I mean, we can go here and be in full cover, and that's probably about as good as it's going to get. Alternatively, we could go to here and be in full cover. I would love to be hunkered down in full cover. We cannot make that happen. If we go to here, we could be hunkered down in full cover, but all that's going to do is activate another pod. So I actually hate that idea. In fact, we're probably going to activate that pod anyway. Well, Jerry Seinfeld, like, your critical part of the mission is over. So you know what? It's time for you to go be safe. Wait, that did not activate a pod. So if we move you to here, you could come around this corner. If this doesn't spawn a pod, which it did, because of course it did. Well, shit pickles. I was gonna say we could try to get you hunkered down in full cut. You know what? I still want you hunkered down, but you're out of line of sight of those guys. What if we bring you here? What's the worst thing you could do now? Spawn another pod? Fuck it. At this point, who gives a shit? Jerry Seinfeld, you're leaving. Whether or not we get this Scientist, you know what? It's up to the Scientist. I'm putting this one on you. You want to be part of this project and not die? You earn your fucking keep. That had to have been a double move. That was definitely a double move. Okay, sure. 7 base damage on our Scientist. Yep, okay. Operation God Knife can lick my taint.
We'll need to review our tactics and improve going forward.
No, we really don't, Bradford. I mean, our tactics were pretty damn good, actually. It's just that this mission is stupefyingly, ridiculously awful. Oh, that guy just came up and shot us with a goddamn 7 damage luck shot from the middle of nowhere. So once again, Jerry Seinfeld now cannot get the conceal ability because Jerry Seinfeld did not successfully complete a mission, and once again, an opportunity for us to rescue a Scientist has fallen by the wayside, because fuck you, that's why. I really would like to know how that guy could shoot us from further away than we could see. That guy hit us from off screen, and to the best of my knowledge, Sentries don't fucking have squad sight. We couldn't see him, but he was definitely capable of shooting at us for whatever reason. Well, I mean, you know, the reason is the game's kind of stupid, but tired of getting shot by people I can't see. Seems to happen a lot in Long War II. On the plus side, Jerry Seinfeld is safe. I mean, he did his job. Don't feel bad. It's not your fault, Jerry. You did a good job. That damned hypnotist is the one to blame. 9 missions, 6 kills. Maria Muffadal got muffadaled. And I guess there's nothing left for us to do then but go and try and find another stupid mission? Okay. I mean, they're all stupid at this point. Also, we can continue making contact with Eastern Europe as well. New target acquired. What do we got? Liberate. Okay, we can try and extract a VIP. Ochiang Mbeki. We're never going to be able to liberate. That's 1 day, 3 hours. This, I understand this is a liberation chain mission, so maybe we should take up, like, at least send someone to look at it, assuming there's someone available to be sent. Me, I'm thinking Joe Brand, perhaps. The Laugh Factory, yeah, I mean, that's nice, but no, I want, like, our most invulnerable, greatest trooper of all time. Where is... Joe Brand is lightly wounded for 3 days, which means we can't send Joe Brand on this mission, which sort of leaves me inclined to not send anybody. We're gonna fail this mission, that's the thing. This one is not gonna go well. I suppose we could just send Jerry Seinfeld. Hey, Pete, why is it that you keep sending Jerry Seinfeld in to fail? What is it that you hate about Jerry Seinfeld, Pete? Why won't you give me a chance to succeed? Because I do hate you, Jerry. I mean, I loathe you. I despise you and everything that you stand for. But you know what I am going to do? I'm still going to give you a chance to go in and try this mission against my better judgment. So there you go. It's all you. And I'm giving you Predator armor in the off chance that maybe, just maybe, if you get shot, you won't die. This is an evac mission, so we have to try and scout our way all the way to the end with our VIP remaining unspotted. Considering how it seems that they've changed the dispersion of energies. We've changed the dispersion of energies. The crystals now are harnessing full power, Pete. That lithium crystals, of course, because I fell into Star Trek for a moment there in my head. But the way they've changed the dispersion of enemy pods, it seems like there are more pods, but those pods are perhaps supposed to be smaller, because we saw a couple 2-man pods. I'm not entirely convinced that's better. I guess it makes it more approachable, or feasible, actually, to try a mission. Extract a VIP from Advent City. Why is it that they keep trying to make me extract a VIP with fucking 3... I mean, yes, we have 16 plus turns and a revealed start, which means, oh, you're supposed to fight your way through this. How am I going to fight my way through a 3-day turn timer? Fight your way through. We have everybody in the universe on intel here, and we still can't get shit. I'm sick of evac missions. I really, really am sick of evac missions. Because we're going to have to send in, like, if we send in 3 guys here, we'd be 150% over. I suppose what we could do is try and burn some intel to rescue this scientist and pick up an intel package, and in theory... I still hate this as an idea. So we can't... If we had Joe Brand, I might try it. I might try it with, like, Bob Newhart, Joe Brand, and another... I might. Robert Webb is wounded for 3 days. Kathleen Madigan, everybody is hurt. How is it that all of our good infiltrators and whatnot are all wounded for the last fucking 3 days? Do we not have a scientist working in the AWC? Is that the problem? We should have a scientist working. Yeah, we do, because I was going to say, it's not like he's fucking doing anything else. So do we want to try this mission or not? This is a liberation mission. We really need to be doing... You know what? Fuck it. Nope. I'm just going to let that one go. We'll have to try and liberate this one. Again, the Avatar project is our most vital goal. Getting over there is the most important thing. Alright, well, I guess I know what we're doing next mission. Let's return to the Avenger. And then we'll have Jerry Seinfeld go witness another person dead. You know what, Jerry Seinfeld? You're not actually a stand-up comedian anymore. What you are is an omen of doom. You're a harbinger of death and destruction, the bringer of pain. You're like the Morrigan or a Valkyrie. You are the chooser of the slain. All you do is run about and wait to witness the deaths of those who follow you. You're a Morton Joe, and you didn't even have the temerity to give the people with you a can of silver food coloring spray for them to spritz on their teeth so that they could be reborn in Valhalla shiny and chrome. What's the deal with me witnessing, Pete? Why is it that when everyone rides to Valhalla to become shiny and chrome, old Jerry gets left behind? I want to be shiny and chrome, Pete. Why can't I be shiny and chrome? Because there was nothing shiny or chrome about you, Jerry. One of these days when you pull off one of these missions, then maybe, just maybe, you'll be worthy of a trip to Valhalla where you can live, die, and live again and be reborn shiny and chrome. But today, sir, is not that day because I'm wrapping this episode up. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. Like to see more Long War 2, might consider subscribing as well. New episodes every single day. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.